ladies and gentlemen of Internet Land. Welcome to Walking with Jabo. Got a nice day today, finally. No afternoon thunderstorms today. Messing up and gumming up the works. I went for my walk last night, but I didn't upload it. So anyway, today we're going to do a woods walk. A short one or a long one, haven't decided yet. And what I mean by short one is coming out the other side and finishing with a city walk to make about 6 miles. Or just doing about 4.5 miles in the woods. And then doing another mile on top of that on the way back to the ranch. So we'll see what happens. Either way, it shall be enjoyable with good visuals. We're going to be in the woods. That's always fun. So this will be a woods walk at Gun Talk number 21. I believe. Actually 22. Woods walk at Gun Talk number 22, I believe. I think I just said 21. I got distracted by the woman yelling at me in my ear from an app. She's not very nice to me. She yells at me all the time. I need to get a new app girl. So anyways, this is the time of year where it's less common to get ticks, but you can still get them. It is officially July 1st today. Independence Day is Thursday. Haven't decided what I want to do, and the reason why I say that is, you know, it sounds kind of funny, but, you know, it's the kind of thing nowadays where you have to think about a mass shooting. You know, I don't want to have to deal with that. Would that happen? Well, before October of last year, I didn't think it would, but we had one, so, and it was pretty horrific. So we are going to trounce through the woods. And trouncing we will go. This looks much different than it did this winter, doesn't it? That's one thing I love about Maine, is you get seasons. So we're going to go through here. And this is Woods Walk Gun Talk number 22, as I stated. Unless I get that number wrong too, which isn't at all impossible. We'll have to go around this way. We still have a lot of debris from storms we've had. Definitely not going to be standing still too much. You stand still and the mosquitoes get you. There's definitely mosquitoes right now. It's about 76 degrees today with sunshine. Yesterday was hot and humid, today is not. And today is moderate, I guess. Dew point's 58, humidity was 52%. That's pretty moderate. So, gun talk. Well, golly gee. We went shooting Saturday, day before yesterday. It was wicked awesome. And you know you're a New Englander when you say wicked. It wasn't just fun, it was wicked fun. So, we shot the Henry Homesteader 9mm. Absolutely phenomenal carbine. Highly recommend that one. Absolutely zero complaints on that. Magnificent firearm. Threaded barrel if you want to have a suppressor on it. Some people like to hunt with those. Some people don't. Maybe you're on private land and you want it to be kind of quiet. I'll back down this way. So, the damn thing was a plinker. Right on the damn money. Tack driver. Reciprocating action with a weighted down kind of bolt. And what was good about that is it functioned perfectly. And that seems to be a good design for 9mm carbines. Because 9mm has more pop to it than you think it does. Very good round. It's got the good foot pounds, good velocity. You can see why it's the most popular. No complaints. We shot some Magtech steel case ammo with it. Shot phenomenally. Also shot some brass, some cheap stuff. Was really good. As we got some trees down here. I can hear mosquitoes sniffing me out already. I'm just gonna walk and ignore them. It's the best thing to do. They'll get you if you stop and smell the roses. You keep walking, you'll be all right. So now this doesn't have as much water in it, and it smells kind of murky. It smells gunky. And we also have there's a trail here. Why is there a trail here? We got a big tree that fell. Why is there a trail here? Where does this go? This is probably a shortcut to somebody's backyard or something. I probably shouldn't have come this way. Yeah. I think this just is there's a little pathway right there that goes to somebody's house or something. So I'm gonna cut through this way. Wow, look at this thing. Big tree here with bark missing. Ain't got no bark. So like I was saying, I do have to be cognizant of ticks. Be careful where I walk and not just blindly trudge through undergrowth, because that's what they do. They wait for you to do that. I don't know where I'm going, but I know I'll get there. this way. Don't know where I'm going. There we go. That's what I was waiting for. We'll get back on the trail. We got sidetracked. Well, that was fun. Caw, caw. Yeah, so the thing with the Henry Homesteader is I was reading about it, and there seems to be a counterweight in the forend, the forearm, which is reciprocating with the recoil. I didn't notice anything when shooting it, but that's what it says. I don't feel anything moving in there, but it's supposed to be something that counters and eases the recoil. And the rifle really doesn't have much recoil, but neither does my Ruger PC9, so just thought that was interesting. If you know any more about that, talk about it in the comments. I know the Ruger PC9 has a counterweight on the bolt, which works very well. And I know the Henry Homesteader does as well. You can feel it when you cycle it by hand. It's got added weight. So, anyways, excellent rifle. Highly recommend it. My brother and I love it. The other firearm we shot that was awesome, which, by the way, on the channel, the Henry Homesteader, we uploaded a review video, talked about it, and there's some shooting at the end of it, shooting video, if you are so interested. And we also shot the Walther Colt 22. I'm going to do a review on it. I did record shooting some, and I didn't get it on video, and I wished I would have. But I was standing offhand shooting 100 yards, and shooting offhand means shooting like this without any bracing, standing either one or both hands. And also, coincidentally, offhand also means shooting with your opposite hand. There's actually two definitions for it. So gun people aren't known for perfect grammar in English, are they? So that's what we got with that. The Walther Colt 22, I believe, is the only 1911 licensed by Colt, and it's in 22. But I was shooting at 100 yards offhand. I hit 10 out of 12 shots. So it is a very good shooter, and I was shooting federal bulk ammo, nothing fancy. Really good. So it ran Remington Golden bullets, and it ran the 525 round federal bulk ammo in the blue box. Magnificently. There was even a couple that felt a little soft, and you could feel the slide kind of like not kick back as hard as it should, but it cycled. It picked up the next round, so that was a good test. Don't shy away from that pistol. Probably the best $300 pistol in 22 that we have shot. No joke. So I would recommend it. Freaked out a little baby squirrel. Whew. Phew. Oh yeah, got my heart rate up pretty good. So I would highly recommend the 22 Colt 1911 by Walther. They have different versions of it. A couple of them have rails. They got different finish schemes, different kinds of sights. Basic bare bones, old-fashioned black 1911 with the nice grayish white Colt lettering on the side with the Colt logo with the horse. About 300 bucks, a little over. They run up to about $390, I think, depending on what you want for accessories. They also make a 10-shot version. We got the 12-shot version because we don't have those magazine restrictions here in Maine, but they do have a 10-round one. Not sure if they're legal for sale in California. I don't know anything about that. Typically that relies on whether or not a gun manufacturer wants to pay the taxes levied by California, because they like to make money on all the firearms going into California, basically so they can track them and also get money. So in California, a pistol is $300. Mail order for everybody else will be about $360. So I guess that would be about $360 and up for you, I guess. So we're just going to walk through our normal route through here. I'm not going to do a whole exploration thing here. I've been here enough times. I just wanted to get a woods walk video. Of course, by the time I leave here, that attitude might change. Not seeing any people yet in here, which is unusual. Getting covered in sweat already. I can see tire tracks here from a vehicle. That would be the Stanton Bird Club that actually owns it. They go through here once in a while. They pick up trash, fix what's broken. Sometimes they cut up fallen trees. This place is maintained very well. Better than the Mount Appetite Park in Auburn, which is also very nice, but it's bigger than this place, but the trails here are better. This is a much better woods hike through here. So, yeah, you stop for 1 second and you start hearing mosquitoes in your ear. Yep. So all kinds of birds to listen to in here. All kinds of them. You got warblers warbling. So I walk through here. A lot of people think this time of year is great to come walking in the woods. It's really not. Best time to walk through the woods is early spring and fall. This time of year is when you get the black flies, mosquitoes, things that suck your blood, ticks, fleas. Difficult to see, but Mount Washington is right underneath that cloud mass out there. You probably can't see it. It's a little hazy, but that's what's out there. It's about 80-85 miles away, just inside New Hampshire. So I've got all kinds of buzzy things going on. So I'm going to head down a hill over here as soon as I adjust my earpiece. I've been slapping myself in the head because I've been hearing bugs trying to bite my ears. I think I'll go down this way. I've been down here before with me. And right now, with all these trees and growth, really understandable. It's understandable how people get lost in the woods. And I was just watching a news coverage of a guy in California who just took enough stuff like I do. Just, you know, you're gonna be gone for 3, maybe 4 hours hiking in the woods you've hiked before. And the last time he had gone through, no issues. But this time, sometime between the last time he had gone through there and this time, a forest fire had gone through, and some of the growth had started growing back, but everything was different. And the real problem is that not only was everything different, but the trail markers were all destroyed, burned up, unrecognizable. Like through here we got trees with different colors. It tells you what color trail you're on. It was kind of something like that, and all of that was gone. So the trails were all different, and that guy in familiar woods that he had hiked more than once, I guess he had been through there plenty of times. It was just supposed to be a 3 or 4 hour hike. He ended up disappearing for 10 days. He got lost for 10 days in the California woods. Some of it was those big redwoods. It was a state park. He survived by drinking, he said he drank 10 gallons of water a day. I don't know why he drank that much. He didn't need that much. I mean, it was hot, but very doubtful you need 10 gallons. And his thinking might have been, I'll drink 10 gallons in case I don't run across water again. But too much water is toxic. You can actually drink so much water that you could die from it, which has happened. It has happened. You can look that up if you want. So there is a water toxicity level. So anyway, he survived. He was found eventually. He was just starting to get affected by not having food for 10 days. But the water kept him going long enough to be found. People had heard him yelling for help, but they couldn't find him. He was losing his voice from yelling for help. So there's no chance of me getting lost here. I mean, every direction in here, if you go in a straight line, you'll end up in the city somewhere or somebody's backyard. So that definitely would not happen where I'm hiking here, but you can see how that could happen. I mean, looking out here, it's okay, there's a trail here and the trees are marked with colored paint. You see those go by once in a while. Take all of that away, you've already seen me walk off the trail by accident on my walks a couple times just because a tree fell that wasn't there before and it just looked different. So I can imagine having everything burned out and starting to regrow and just everything that you would recognize is gone. So guy made it though. Now there was another woman in I forgot what state. Might have been California. It was California. I think it was Mount Shasta above Los Angeles somewhere. It was a nice hot day. She went hiking. She had, you know, it was 75, 80 degrees. She had shorts and a t-shirt. And she went for a hike. Well, she got lost in the mountains. Asian girl, pictures I saw online, she's very pretty, and I feel really bad. She was a small little thing, not really built for surviving out in the woods like that, I don't think. And they found her dead because of exposure. You know, it was down in the 30s overnight, and she just had shorts and a t-shirt. And, you know, Mount Shasta, I believe it is. Could be wrong on that. So whatever the mountain range is north of Los Angeles, northeast, I believe. I think it's a state park. and she just didn't have any idea. Mount Washington here in New Hampshire has gotten people like that too. 90-degree day in August. Wow, it's really hot. Then you go up in the mountains and a cool front goes by, and while it's 75, 80 degrees for people down at the ground level, up there it's in the upper 20s, low 30s. They don't seem to understand that up in the atmosphere like that, things are different. In Mount Washington in the wintertime will get down to minus 60. Fastest wind speed on Earth recorded up there was over 200 miles an hour. That was the fastest wind speed ever recorded. That was on Mount Washington. You can actually find the Mount Washington Observatory, a couple of different live cams up there, and you can literally see the cloud ceiling right in front of you. It's pretty cool. So anyways, well, I'm glad that guy got found, because I think probably less than a week later he would have been dead or close to it. And so I guess he had a multi-tool, he said, that he brings. It has a knife in it, scissors and things like that. I don't know if you could tie that on a stick to go hunting with. I don't know how successful you would be. It's not the kind of thing you want to learn how to do on the fly when you need it. Something you'd want to know ahead of time. So anyway, the other thing too, in California you have mountain lions and predators out in the woods, and you're not allowed to carry a firearm, so that would have sucked. That's something that could have got him too, especially if you're weak from not eating and you can't fight back. So pretty interesting. I think they need to bump up their education and have some public service announcements on the TV while they're watching the news explaining the dangers of exposure when you're mountain climbing, to be prepared for that. Anyway, I certainly would not go hiking on Mount Washington without the proper stuff. That I do know. And yes, carrying a backpack with 50 extra pounds of junk in it would not be fun, but it would be necessary. So we got Whale Rock down that way, per usual. You've been here with me, but this would be a perfect example. You come down here and things got burned out in a fire. You don't know which way. That trail right there that I know is there might not be there. This marker right here would be gone. Maybe that one too. The Whale Rock sign, most certainly made out of wood, would be gone. And you know, you'd be on your own. And you can't really use your compass and your cell phone because you don't have any service. I mean, what are you going to do? If you don't have a real compass, I have a real compass. It even has a flip-up thing where you can calculate something out in the distance compared to where you are in relation to where you are. And it can tell you how far away that thing you're looking at is. You can calculate that. Pretty simple, basic math too. So that's really interesting. And in case you forget, it actually has the directions inside the compass I got. I paid like $30 for this compass, and it has everything you would need in it. It works well. We don't have much water running here today, so it's not as interesting. But we will hop on these rocks and we'll get across here. We haven't had very much rain lately, which has been nice. And last year it was absolutely ridiculous how much rain we had. We'd have 3-4 days of rain, 2 days of sun, 3-4 more days of rain. It did that all summer. It was horrible. But we're doing okay this year. I've had some nice walks already. And we'll go across these rocks. My birthday is going to be coming up this week. I'm not going to say what day. We got July 4th, Thursday. And my younger brother just had a birthday recently too. So for a week we're the same age, which is interesting. All right, we'll head on up here. I got pretty good sweat going right now. Got this red Mississippi mud in Maine. All right, we're gonna go up this way. Then I'm gonna take a right-hand turn up ahead. And we're gonna head out of the park here, the sanctuary. At the little happy face. On a rock wall. I'd be really surprised if I don't run into at least one person in here. There has been times I've gone through here and not seen a damn person, but it's been really busy this year. Where are the people? I hope everyone didn't disappear on us. So a very nice firearms we shot Saturday. Also got a early birthday cake from my older brother. That was nice. Well, my brother and I that are the same age for the same week, for 1 week. We got a box of Federal bulk ammo apiece as a gift, which was nice. I actually shot nice. I shot a couple hundred rounds of it, not one dud. Good job, Federal. Whew. Skeeters. It's weird, I got my Bluetooth in my right ear for my app, and all the buzzing I'm hearing from mosquitoes is on that side. And I wonder if it's because there's something black on the side of my head, because the left side of my head's not getting anything. That doesn't make sense. Very nice looking meadow. And some little yellow daisies. Doing a quick tick check. Well, that's nice. They actually have a sign posted up ahead. If you've watched these walks before, you've seen it. But it has a sign that says, "This field is filled with ticks and poison ivy." Now this is that area with all those ferns I told you I was waiting till June. Go up this way. See? Please be aware this meadow contains ticks and poison ivy. Birds out here feed on ticks. There's bird boxes out over that way. See them? Those little bird boxes out there. They hang out there and they eat ticks, which is why they don't mow this grass. Now, in the fall, at the end of summer, they'll come and they'll mow this entire field, which kind of like fertilizes it for next year. And also, I guess it helps the ticks stay dormant. In the winter. Not sure how that works. But that's the bird boxes right there. There we go. They come through and they mow this, obviously. Wish you could smell that. We got all of these. We used to call these milk plants because if you break them open, this white, thick white liquid comes out of them. And they get those little seed pods that grow off them. But right now, all these flowers are out. And I can smell all of them. It's got a really nice sweet... smells sweet like lilac, but it doesn't smell like lilac. Very nice. I'm gonna go stick my hand in there. There's literally poison ivy all over the place in here. Probably other things too. I'm going to pay attention to the damn sign. I'm just not going to touch anything. That right there is an apple tree. I'm starting to see little apples come out. That tree blossomed back in May. There's a lot of bees pollinating today, which is good. Happy little bees. Buzz, buzz goes the bee. Very nice place. And like I said, smaller than Mount Appetite Park in Auburn. Much smaller. Actually about a third smaller. 2/3 smaller. But the trails here, in my opinion, are 5 to 10 times better. So right now, usually when you walk with me, I go back up that way and we goof off, try to get a couple more miles, but I'm going to exit the park, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to head on to the city streets. So we'll be wrapping up the end of the Woods Walk Gun Talk number 22. And we have a water bottle right there, which is something we don't see. And if I had a backpack, I'd put it in there. In fact, I think I'm gonna pick this up anyway. I'll leave it outside the park. I wish people wouldn't bring their junk and just throw it on the ground. Something you don't see very often here, because most people will show this place some respect because they're appreciative of being able to come in here, for one thing. And it's nice to have a place to go walking. So I hope you enjoyed this woods walk. We've got a little bit of woods left. I'll probably record the rest of my walk, but I think as far as what I'm going to upload, this might be all I'll upload, which is okay. Be a shorter video. I'm not going to be walking anywhere new and different and special. But I do sincerely hope that you enjoyed walking through here with me today. I usually bring my hiking boots, but I brought my sneakers because I don't want to do, I'm going to be doing about 4 more miles city walking, and sneakers, the ones I'm wearing, are a lot more comfortable. And I did go walking last night for 6 miles, and I am feeling that a little bit today. I'm not 20 years old anymore. 56 for all intent and purposes. Well, I heard somebody just spun their wheels taking off up here. But coming through here in the fall, probably my favorite. I wasn't recording these last fall, but we will this year, and it'll be really nice visuals. You'll have nice turning of the leaves. I'm going to be sure to come through here at least once or twice a week, at least once anyway, for my walks. And we'll keep track of the foliage, which should be nice. So I went through here and didn't see a damn soul in here. We just had a pickup truck take off. They didn't come from here, so a lot of times people will come over here and park, and they'll do things like people do when they park. I won't I think what I'll do is I'll leave that empty bottle in that container. Somebody will figure that out. People do adult things over here. I can smell that body of water, so some of that has evaporated. And this is that place where I was telling you where we would come here, and this freezes very early because it's not very deep, and would play ice hockey on here. And we got a tree that fell across there, a couple of them, one from this way and one from that way. So that would have to be gotten rid of to use that again properly, because that goes pretty far back. So somebody would have to go out here in a canoe or some flotation device with a chainsaw, cut those up, and don't know if anybody's ever going to do that. So anyway, we'll walk up this road away, and when I get to the end of this road, I'll sign off. Or while I'm on this road. And you can see it's pretty nice here. No trespassing, no loitering, no public consumption of alcohol beverages. It should say no drug use, no fornicating, no taking prostitutes here, no whatever. Because that's what people do here usually. Or you'll have college kids that'll come here and park, and they'll enter the park this way. But we saw 2 cars leave here, and they didn't come from the park. Now they could have left from working inside the reservoir over here. This is a water reservoir. But there's been quite a few times walking here where I'll see like discarded condoms, underwear, things like that on the side of the road over here. I think that's why the police come down here pretty frequently, because they know. So this is a reservoir which you are not allowed to skate and play hockey on, but as you can see, this would be a really good place to play hockey on. Further on up this road, I've seen a whole gaggle of ducks. No shortage of ducks around here. And another time I saw a whole gang of turkeys, wild turkeys. No shortage of those around here either. Haven't seen any for a while. Usually see those in the morning or closer towards the evening, I've noticed. There's some water over there. I hear ducks. Well, I guess that's about it, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you liked Woods Walk Gun Talk number 22. And I'll just sign off right here. Hope you have a beautiful day. I hope life is good to you. Stay safe, everybody. Bye-bye. Thank you for watching Walking with Jaybo. Click like and subscribe. Share the videos and the content that you like. And enjoy. Bye-byes.